I mean, you cannot even be a waitress because the waitress will have to speak in German. You cannot do that because you have disability in speech. You cannot speak the language that people understand. If you come to Germany armed with your English, like that's the only asset that you have, okay? Sit down, get it from me. English is not an asset in Germany. English is a liability. So sit down and get it from me. In this channel, I normally tell people raw content, like the way it is, what people don't want to tell you guys. I normally just say it raw without filters. So I want to tell you what you are going to do in Germany if you do not know German language. Because people will tell you, oh, just come, there are jobs. Which type of jobs are there? Which types of jobs are there if you don't know the German language? So there are jobs, but are you willing to do them? Are you willing to do them? Oh, there was a friend of mine who applied for a cleaning company, and she was posted to go and clean a Hauptbahnhof WC. Hauptbahnhof WC is like toilets in the Hauptbahnhof is a train station. You just know how train station is. Yeah. She went there, she thought she could do it. She went there day one and she said, you know, I'm resigning, I can't do this. Yeah, so there are jobs, but are you willing to do them? So like if you learn the language, of course people will be doing those jobs, but maybe those are just stepping stone, not what you want to do forever or even for years. You just want to step there and then move to the next thing. Yeah, so it's going to be a little easier for you if you can speak the language. You can almost do anything because you can learn, you can retrain, you can do anything. Because even if you're retraining, it's offered in German. So if you do not understand it, then even being just like a delivery guy, you cannot be, because how will you interact with those you are going to deliver to? Yeah, so it's that tricky. You cannot even be a delivery person. You cannot do anything that involves you interacting with people. I am from work right now, and let me tell you, nobody tells you the truth about talking in German if you do not know German language. So in this channel, I don't hide anything. Like I say things as they are in Germany, like what people don't tell you about, what they are sugarcoating. So if you do not know German language, here are the jobs you are going to get. And let nobody tell you that you're going to survive in Germany with only English. Of course you're going to survive, and of course you're not going to survive. Like you are going to be living in basics if you have only armed yourself with English, because in German English is not like an asset. Also, it's not a liability. Yeah, it's good to speak English but that's not all. You need another language, yes, German language, to survive. So these are the list of jobs that you're going to do while you are in Germany. The number of jobs you're going to do are jobs that don't require you interacting with people because you have disability in speech. Even these jobs that doesn't require interacting with people, sometimes if you write your CV in English and somebody else writes it in German, they are not going to pick you. Like, at least pretend you know a little bit of German to get something. So if you just say, I mean, I don't know anything, I'm just here to survive with my English that I know, and not knowing German at all, be getting a job by. I am from work right now, and let me tell you the type of jobs that you will be able to do in Germany with your English. Like the type of jobs you'll be able to do in Germany without knowing the German language. You know, if you come to Germany armed with your English, like that's the only asset that you have, okay? Sit down, get it from me. English is not an asset in Germany. English is a liability. So sit down and get it from me. English is just English is not an asset in Germany. It's also not a liability, but yeah, it's just there. It's not going to get you anywhere far. So German language is really the basic. It's really what you need. So here are the type of jobs that I'm going to do. So there have been people saying that if you do not know German language, then you cannot get a job. if you do not know German language and this and that, or Germany you can survive with English and this and that. Like there are a lot of people saying their opinions, and now I want to tell you what's really going on in Germany. So when the moment you get off the plane, maybe coming to look for a job or as a student or anything, and you do not know German language, then just know that these are the types of job that you're going to get. Basically the types of jobs that you're going to do while here are the jobs that does not involve people, because you are not able to communicate. You have disability in communication. So you cannot do a job that involves people. Like, yeah, I mean, you cannot even be a waitress, because the waitress will have to speak in German. You cannot do that because you have disability in speech. You cannot speak the language that people understand. So here are some of the jobs that you are going to be able to do, because like you can't deal with people. You cannot do jobs that involve interacting with people, and that is even being in the stores, like even a store attendant or anything. You cannot do that because you are unable. Yeah, so here are the jobs that you'll be able to do. One good thing with Germany is like the salary margin is not that far away from each other. Like it's not that, like now that if you are doing something which is not big, now you are getting so less that you can't survive. Of course you'll survive, even if it's about living in the margins. You really will not live in the margins if you just live according to your means. But yeah, so you're going to be a cleaner, you're going to work in a warehouse, you're going to, like, a cleaner in different companies. You can be working anywhere, a cleaner in different companies, even in hotel. In hotel you cannot be a waitress giving services because you are unable. You can only like clean the hotel. You cannot, yeah, like cleaning in the warehouse. And what I mean by working in the warehouse is you're basically like a loader, something like that. Yeah, you're basically a loader. A loader is the term. I know I don't have a better term, because you do packaging, like you put things in the packets. You do packaging. Is it called packaging? Yeah, like, yeah, you can do packaging or sending letters to people. Like you wake up early in the morning, go and pick up letters, and you go and drop them in people's mailboxes. You pick up letters and drop them in people's mailboxes. Or yeah, you can remove the snow in the driveways, which is like, this is once a while, because most parts of Germany don't have snow all the time. So yes, sometimes that's what you do. And yeah, actually there are so many jobs you can do without knowing German language. Just not jobs that you have to interact with people. And those jobs, some are kind of demeaning. They're kind of demeaning job, because maybe you are doing a better job in your country, then you come here and now you have to be a cleaner or a loader. And yeah, sometimes it's not easy for you. I am from work right now, and oh boy, listen to me. I'm about to tell you what you did not know. Yeah, so if somebody asks me, can you survive in Germany with English, I'll say yes and yes, and no. Yeah, no 4 times and yes 2 times. This is because, yeah, you can survive. For a person to survive, you only need food. But food, you can go, like, you just pick in the supermarket and pay. You don't have to speak. Yeah, so you can survive. But like basic survival, like you just be surviving, not thriving, not living. You just be surviving. If you really want to thrive and live and do something meaningful, then you have to know like German for you to thrive and do even a better job and even advance in your career, then you really need German language. But yeah, if you just want to survive and you're living to survive, only that, then yeah. So these are some of the jobs you're going to do if you want to work in Germany without knowing German language. I don't know, German language is so important, and that is what I'll advise anyone. Like, if you want to come to Germany and yeah, it's there on your plans, you want to come to Germany, please, what I can advise you is just learn that language. Learn it and learn it and learn it. It's going to make your work like 100 times easier than the person who never did. Because once you land here and they realize that you do not know the language, like it's like there's nothing they can say with you, even if you apply. Because even in those cleaning jobs, if someone who speaks German applies before you, or you apply together, then they are going to take them. Because if you write your CV in English, then I'll advise that just, yeah, it's good, you can come, because if opportunity arises before knowing the language, just come. But just know that these are the types of jobs you're going to do, because let nobody lie to you. You know, even being just like a delivery guy, you cannot be, because how will you interact with those you are going to deliver to? Yeah, so it's that tricky. You cannot even be a delivery person. You cannot do anything that involves you interacting with people. Even these jobs that doesn't require interacting with people, sometimes if you write your CV in English and somebody else writes it in German, they are not going to pick you. Like, at least pretend you know a little bit of German to get something. So if you just say that, I mean, I don't know anything, I'm just here to survive with my English that I know, and not knowing German at all, be getting a job by